Hi everyone, I'm Melissa from Melissa's Paper Place, and I'm going to use these two beautiful papers that I got in the Hip Kit this month of May. This paper is from Amy Tangerine, the pretty colorful bird paper, and what I'm doing here is cutting it into strips of 8.5 by 1.5 inches, and I'm going to go ahead and spread them throughout my background paper, which is an ombre pink paper. It's called Pineapple Crush from Heidi Swapp. I'm also going to back that paper with the bird paper as well. I'll show you in a minute. It'll come up. So just putting the last of that on there. I'm trying to cut out some of this so it's not too awfully long. I think it did take me about maybe a little over an hour to do this page, not because it was tremendously complicated, just that I had to dig in my stash quite a bit and try and find things that I could use to complete the page, which I'm thrilled about using my stash. Get it used up and get some newer things in there would be fantastic. So here we go with the very last piece of paper, gluing it on with my fine line bottle. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. Everyone making scrapbook videos and who scrapbooks has one. So here I'm going to go ahead and do those two sides for a background frame for my 11.5 by 11.5 paper that I trimmed up a bit. And I'm liking it. This is my photo. I've already backed it with some light blue paper, and it can be a super colorful background. Because I've got a black and white photo. It was actually taken in the garage, so I didn't like a lot of the background, so I think using it in black and white is good. When I got these stickers, I wasn't quite sure how I was going to use them. They're texture stickers from Creative Devotion, and I thought, why wouldn't you just do mixed media? But I ended up loving these things and just ended up using them so much in just this one layout. I am interested to see how quickly they disappear over the next few weeks of scrapbooking. So these banner or ribbon things were in the Hip Kit as well. They're from Crepe Paper, the Wild Heart collection. And here I go putting down some more of that mixed media sticker paper. It's not paper. It's really neat. It's also kind of transparent, so you can see what's under it. Sorry for the cutting in and out. It took me, I really played a lot with all the embellishments. It's a first layout with this kit, so it took me a while to kind of figure out what exactly I wanted to do. And you see me moving the best around. It's not really fitting well on my layout because the whole thing doesn't fit on one solid paper. With the birds behind it, it just doesn't read well. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting these layers together. There's a little tab that I punched out of some polka dot paper out of my stash, and there's a card that I got out of my stash as well. I'm going to just mount the photo on top of that. I also have some foam adhesive behind the photo to kind of give it a little bit of a lift so everything doesn't appear so flat. I'm just deciding where on my page I want it to sit. And okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Sorry about that. My chickens were being very loud, and you probably heard them, and I was getting frustrated because they were getting very loud. We live out in the county, and we have free range chickens, so they go where they want, which I don't mind. Just if they're going to be noisy, I don't want them by my door or under my window. Anyways, so this is a Pocket Pages sticker book that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I've used it quite a bit. It has just a lot of little bits and pieces, tabs, arrows, hearts, little sayings. So it comes in pretty handy when you're trying to find those little bits and pieces to fill places up. In that flower there and the seashells that you will also see me put down are all from the Hip Kit this month. That cactus, I had the other cactus out too. I don't know why I want to use them so bad, but they're super cute, but they do not make the page. Maybe because it's summer layout, summery. I'm not sure. But anyways, so I'm just flipping through, trying to find some more things. I guess I am not decided on that bottom corner yet. There we go. That's what I'm going to use. It just snuggles right in there so perfectly. And it's a seashell, and we're not at the beach, but that's okay. It's summer, so I think that's fine to use a seashell. And then I'm putting down a blue heart, kind of make it not feel so lonesome over there of blue. And I'm continuing to look through my booklet and see if there's anything else I can use. This is from my stash. It's just a paper with some quotes on it. And this one, that tiny little thing up there I just put down is blue, and it says joy, because my kids really give me a lot of joy. And another little sticker pack of quotes that is from my stash, and I think I pulled black hearts from that is all. I'm really digging, just trying to find the little bits and pieces that I need to make my layout complete. Actually, that's a little quote sticker, and it says cool. So I don't know how much kids say that anymore, but when this photo was taken, I'm pretty sure they were saying it. I say it still, but anyways, so we're gonna put on some little black hearts off of this in my 3 clusters. I'm thinking 3 clusters. I'm thinking 3 clusters. I'm thinking a triangle all this time. And then when my title starts to unfold, I have an issue because I can't not use something, and I end up having like almost a 4th cluster. I try to not make it a cluster, but it ends up being part of the title, and I add a little bit to it to make it just look like it belongs and that it's part of the page. Definitely want to use the best, and I just cannot seem to figure out how to do it yet, because it's transparent and everything underneath it shows up, and it just isn't laying well on my page. It needs to be solid. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that cute little seashell down. and I'm playing around with this watermelon and strawberry, and then I see the other seashell, which I like immediately. I'm just not sure where I'm going to put it. And then when I find where it looks like it belongs, I have to move that up so I can put it right there. Looks kind of cute with one on each side. So I am going to, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I should be working on that title soon. Okay, here we go. I love that. And I don't have much foil. There's a little bit, the ribbon up at the top, it has foil on it, and it says Stay Wild. But that's not very much foil, and I think the fun is quite a lot of foil. So here's where I decide to put the best on blue paper. So I go ahead and cut that off camera and trim it up, and there it is. Now you can see it perfectly. And I'm going to go ahead and back it with some foam tape to pop it up a little bit off of the page. And it's going to be part of the title, so it'll say The Best Adventure. I'm not sure what these kiddos were doing that day exactly, but I assure you they were having an adventure. That's what my kids do. They just play and have adventures. So they spend a lot of time outside. Anyways, so here we go with the title, The Best Adventure. I'm happy and content with that. And then I see the today, The Best Adventure Today. So that's what I end up doing, is including today in my title, and now I have a fourth spot on my page. But I can't not use it. I just like it too much. And what I'm doing now is peeling off more of those mixed media stickers that are my new best friend and putting them down on the page to kind of give the title a bit more of a place of belonging. There's so much on that creative devotion from that texture sticker sheet I just used. There's so much on there, like all mixed media stickers, hearts and crosses and little marks, and I love it. I love it. I know I'm going to use it up quick. Anyway, so I'm backing this with some foam because obviously it's popping off the page the way it's just jumping out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I just traced it so it would go around the top of the letters. And I'm going to put it down at the bottom, and then you're going to see it's awfully white. It's awfully white, and I do have white in around my photo and on my page, but I just thought it looked maybe like not part of the title. So I grab a pen and make sure it's black and start kind of drawing some lines through it, like the best. It has just some lines through it. Mine aren't near as nice and neat as those are, but I just kind of try and go with long strokes to make them straight as possible, less messy. So that's what I do to the whole word, is I just draw these lines through the white to kind of make it feel like part of the title. And It's a little bit messy, but it's okay. It does the job. I can't fret over every little thing not being perfect on my pages. You just have to be okay with it, and or else I would never get anything done. I would never finish anything. I do like it. I'm glad, and it's, you know, if we're okay with it, then it's okay, you know. Everyone's gonna love it. So, well, my family, the ones I'm creating these books for. So I'm digging into my stash some more, and I pulled out Brads. Gosh, I do not miss these Brads, but I have quite a lot of them, and I'm very happy to be using some of them today on this layout. I really like that I found black and white because of my black and white photo, and I wanted to bring more of that in to the layout in the embellishments. And they are kind of like zebra stripes. And then I also have some yellow and pink and blue. Also, I have these little lollipops that are brads that are I put on the page that are pink and yellow and green. You can see the green one. I just picked it up. I was going to say it's down by the Today, but I just moved it, and you can see one at the bottom left hand corner of the photo that's pink, and then one up at the first top cluster that's yellow. It's cute. It has a little swirly in it and has a bow and a stick. So anyways, as I struggle to get these things in and clamped, yeah, I'm really gonna be happy when they're gone. Anyways, so I just make sure they're secured on the back, and then I grab some dollar store washi tape and just cover them up so they don't scratch or come through on another page, causing it damage the page that'll be behind it. So, oh, now so I told you guys that I had some foil in the top ribbon, and I really wanted to bring some more in, and what I did is put this in there, which is from my stash. It's actually like a little metal piece or something. It's pretty heavy, and it's gold, and it says Feel Good, and I sewed there's little holes on each side, so I put a bunch of thread through that, and then so I just put some messy thread under it. I thought about trying to do a tiny bow, but I cannot make that tiny of a bow. And then I'm going to do some more messy thread up here at the top, and just to kind of have it in a couple different places. And definitely helps complete the messy look. Well, not quite completes it, because basically I think I'm done. I'm just going to put one more, and not an enamel dot, brad down where it says Today by that strawberry. And then I'm going to do some paint splatters off camera. I use some white acrylic paint and some Heidi Swapp gold that you guys will definitely be able to see in the close-ups at the end. Here we go. Thanks you guys so much for staying with me till the end, and please like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell. I do load up one video a week, but I'd like it to be more soon. Thanks for joining me.